Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I've said on the show before, like, I think, you have people like Bill Barr who are just, and a lot of these traditional Republican or never Trumpers that are part of the deep state.
Right.
I served in that community. A lot of these guys are neocons, like these folks who are in the military community. It's just all they know. It doesn't mean they're bad people. It's just they're around that all the time. It's just what they know. Now that they've experienced, a lot of these Republicans who maybe were part of this or knew about this, they've experienced 3-4 years under Biden. Are they throwing their hands up now and saying, okay, we got to have Trump back because even though we didn't like the guy, like, he's a million times better than Biden. And, because I think many of these people thought, well, Biden just lunch bucket Joe. He's worked with Republicans. He's worked with Democrats. He's not as fast on his feet, but he's still a moderate, right? You know how all these DC insiders think they're completely detached from reality. I mean, I guess where I'm going to is like, what's their plan in 2024? You have to have some sense about that. I mean, obviously I've said it's clearly to get illegals to vote. I mean, that's clearly what they're trying to do. Yeah. But what's 2024 look like in your opinion?
Well, let me give some context. I agree with your comment. Let me give some additional kind of so Barr said recently he'd vote for Trump. Now, the reason I think Barr did what he did to me and others, the deep state, the permanent bureaucracy, the neocons did, in fact, think that Lunch Bucket Joe would be good. But they were thinking about Lunch Bucket Joe era 2000, 2001, when he was a moderate. They didn't understand that he was so addled, so compromised, that he would be the vessel for the most extreme elements of the left. They didn't understand that. I think that's what they've woken up to. Wow. The Joe Biden of 2000 is not the Joe Biden of 2024. He is simply too compromised to know what he's doing, and I'm being totally honest about that. So I think that's what the neocons have figured out. It's like, yeah, this went too far. Bill Barr's job was to protect the infrastructure, to protect the bureaucracy. That's what he did. So I'm sure he has no problems throwing Morgan under the bus, throwing me under the bus. He didn't care. He was trying to protect the institution of DOJ and the FBI. They are institutional. So that's why he did.
When he endorsed Trump, I played this clip last week when you and I were texting. He endorses Trump unprovoked, and Trump, his response to that was hysterical. But he basically is like, given two bad choices, like Biden and Trump, I'm going to go with Trump, because liberals are a threat to our institutions. And I thought to myself, well, that's it. Institutions,
that's it.
Bureaucracies. Like, they exist to protect themselves.
Look at what they did during the hearings regarding the Russia collusion narrative. Nobody really got in trouble except for one guy, one lawyer who lied. They protected Comey, they protected McCabe, they protected Strzok, all those guys. They all should be in jail. But no, they were protected because they were protecting the institution. That's why they did that. That's what Barr did. So.
Mike Lindell here, and like you, I see our country being destroyed daily. We face massive economic issues, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, there are people in power who threaten the values that have made our country great. Well, I've been a believer in gold and silver for a long time, and I've searched for years for a partner that shares my values. Well, Genesis Gold Group showed me how easy it is to protect your IRA, 401k, or your retirement with gold and silver. Their faith-driven approach to service and stewardship is one that stands out from the rest.
To get your free definitive gold guide and get started learning more about investing in gold and protecting your retirement from uncertain times, visit treasureandtrust.com now. Fill out the basic contact form and a member of the team will be in touch. Again, that's treasureandtrust.com or call 855-625-7760.